Welcome back to Ace Attorney Felix Wright stuck in the fucking hospital bed.
Bitch, this is my trial. You sit your ass in bed.
I would have come. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm eternally laughing
I'm
at you,
really-
Phoenix Wright.
Hey,
I hear you.
hey.
Excuse me,
Shut up.
Mr. Edgeworth. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say, except for him being stuck in the hospital bed.
Iris, we only have 20 minutes.
Well, we had
Quickly
20
follow-
minutes.
Which I need to ask you before we reconvene.
Quickly, follow me into the closet.
All right. No.
Scooter!
All right. All right. Okay. All right. I'll help you in any way I
How
can.
old,
First of all-
how old is she, by the way?
Now slowly
25,
strip out.
okay.
25.
Now slowly.
First-
Scooter, stop
About
it!
that- first of all, get on that couch. About that night. You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? That last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, is it just as I said yesterday? Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple.
Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile?
There's only one key for snowmobile. The only one person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth.
Damn it!
Oh,
Uh-oh.
come on!
Cyclops.
5 of them? Why?
Oh, Jesus.
Iris.
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet?
Yet.
Not until our safety is confirmed.
Her.
Safety of the acolyte. Like,
The acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya.
too bad we don't have enough time.
Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Donham?
She just slowly smirking as he
No
asks.
matter who or what may come, I can never take a life.
As I thought, no psycho loves.
Psycho bucks.
Very well. It is my job to get the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough.
The worst part is he's actually close. You just got to get rid of the O.
Still funny.
Yeah.
Court will now reconvene.
Can I
Miss
come out
Von
of the hospital
Karma,
bed?
where's the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Suspicious behavior.
He was sketching something very intensely.
Dare I ask what this witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip.
Oh, I can only presume that.
Anyway, you will shut your mouth, Your Honor. It's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court.
Jesus Christ.
Lawrence Donham, I hope you're ready. Get in here, you bitch!
I think it's just Larice, but whatever.
Whatever.
It would seem that Wep is going to see plenty more use today.
Especially on Larry.
God.
Ouch!
Your sketch is in contempt of this court.
Hey! I was just ouch!
You tried to run away from a bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct?
Subpoena.
Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color, viridian.
Larry, this isn't an art store now, is it?
I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Somehow. Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it?
Working in the fields? I presume he wants us to say field work, I hope.
I hope. That's it. Thanks, buddy.
It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model.
She's gonna whip you again.
So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red. Or, to use technical term, Crimson Lake. Ouch. Ah! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Why did you open the joint?
Stop your pathetic babbling and testify like a man, you little pussy bitch.
Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking.
Meanwhile, the
This is
hospital.
all your fault. Testify now.
This is too much for me.
Meanwhile,
Plenty
at the
more of that came
hospital.
from you, pansy.
How did I feel like I
fool.
just got whipped in the face multiple times?
Loved it. Oh, I loved it.
I was at the lodge out in the mountains looking up at the stars that night for loot crate subscriptions. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy? Why are you complaining to him?
Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony.
I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small worthless man, aren't I? Why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else?
Because you wasted time.
Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex.
Inferiority complex.
It's alright. He's recently been in the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything. Every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy. Oh, so you touched Karma earlier?
Oh, come on, dude.
Well, let us proceed, you bitch. I wanted that opportunity. With the cross-examination, with no touching, thank you.
How about whipping instead?
We can delve into other details at a later time. Alright, this should be relatively obvious
At
here.
the lodge on the mountains looking up at the stars that night. I walked the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile.
Why did you stutter there?
Well, no, because he started there. I didn't see anyone at the bridge.
That's a
I
lie.
didn't
That's
see
a
anyone
straight
at
up
the bridge.
lie.
Yes.
You saw Phoenix. Get over yourself. Larry Butz. I can understand why you might want to throw away your old life away. You're pretty pathetic and you cause all sorts of trouble.
I'm sorry.
But having realized how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, are you trying to console me?
It certainly doesn't sound that way to me.
Yeah.
I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create.
You're totally pinning this on me!
Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Cranberry, after seeing the murder
Bikini,
take
Sister
place,
Bikini!
asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he
I'm
headed
stuck
for
in the
public
box.
public phone by the bridge.
So this is how it feels like. Oh god.
There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butz.
That's right, me in the flesh.
Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause that reality will not change.
But what do you want me to do then?
Tell the
what
truth.
you need to change
Tell
is your
the
inner
truth.
self. But for now, what you saw that night. Testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you.
Edgy. I think I finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify.
Oh dear God.
Well, I'm not sure this is going to go especially well.
I'll ask again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder?
Part 2.
I went to the shack around 9, so it would have been about 10 p.m. 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding while a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick.
You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire?
It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burned out. Like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall.
Well, what did you say?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold.
I'm surprised he even survived, honestly.
Yes.
Oh my God, I never know what that meant, if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Both,
Probably
probably.
both.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
I'm surprised Von Carl even cared about that.
Yeah, she cares for him secretly.
Secretly.
Secretly, yeah.
Went to the shack around 9. That's when I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out. Dusty Bridge was on fire.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What time did we say that? About 10:30.
That could be accurate.
Not gonna present
Oh,
anything. I just want to look at the weather report.
Got a report.
Lightning.
Yeah, 10 to 11. Yeah, that's accurate.
Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire and starting to go out. Okay.
Dusky Bridge was on fire. Okay.
There was still some thunder. Okay. But I went.
Press it. Hold it! You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that?
The lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes. I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out.
How far is a small shack you were in from the bridge?
Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk.
And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there?
Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare.
Well, should I press him for a little bit more info? Yeah, why didn't you call anyone? Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Edgy? What's with that serious face?
Why didn't you call anyone?
Huh? What do you mean?
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try to tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Well, of course, I thought of doing that, but...
You thought?
So then, let's hear why you didn't.
Uh-huh, yeah, okay. My reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay? Why?
How?
I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later. Wait. I want to see that weather report again.
Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. 30 minutes. That would be That'd be 11:05,
So,
right?
No. Yeah. Okay. So lightning struck the bridge at 10:45, right?
Yes.
So if it took less than a minute for him to get there,
Well, no, what I'm saying is, never mind. Because
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if the time
Okay,
if the time
hold
is
on.
correct, then
It took
Phoenix.
them.
Can we look at the map?
It took them 5 minutes to get.
It's relatively close.
Yeah, it is relatively close. But less than a minute. He was at the temple, right?
No, he was in.
No,
He said it was.
he was in Heavenly Hall.
I'm talking about Phoenix.
Hazakura,
yeah.
Hazakura Temple, yes. And
There's no possible way Phoenix could have gotten there in less than a minute.
there's also
He saw the murder and then went to go get the payphone
yes, and that takes 15 minutes. And the murder happened at
at 11.
and yes, and if the time is correct, the bridge should not be still on fire.
No, wait. What about the 15-minute gap?
Okay.
The murder happened at 11, right?
Yes.
Okay, so lightning struck the bridge at 10:45.
Yes.
So what I'm understanding is, what the hell was Larry doing for 15 minutes?
Should we present the weather report?
Yeah, I would. Your very existence is being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the? Hey, Edgy, you make me sound like some sort of alien.
But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time.
I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle.
Bicycle?
I said bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those.
This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike at Dusky Bridge and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct?
Well, yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge. Meaning you probably got there around 11.
That sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
I fucking hate you, Larry.
That is impossible.
Scooter?
Sorry, I'm here. What do you mean?
Yeah, you haven't been called in a while.
11 p.m.
Same
is when the murder occurred at Hazakura Temple.
I'm sorry.
Thus, Wright is still there, in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at the Dusky Bridge at that time.
Excuse me, I have an objection. You can't do that.
You do?
But this is Japan. Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry, I'm the- Oh my god.
Thank you.
It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. God. In which case, it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca von Karma. That slope is slippery. But there's no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m.
I'm a headshot. I can get there fast enough.
Why not?
You shut up, Wright.
Okay.
It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for that bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m., but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop trying to hide things and tell us the whole truth. Now then. What happened during these missing 15 minutes?
I feel like I just got brutally woken up by a toilet splashback. What?
What?
I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me.
I know you don't want this image in your head, but imagine yourself dropping a deuce and splashes up.
Oh, wait. What did you say? What did you say, Scooter?
When you said toilet splashback, imagine yourself dropping a deuce and it splashes up.
No.
What?
Ew.
Ew.
There you go. That's a toilet splashback. Enjoy.
Oh, that's
That's fucking disgusting.
Well, that's what it was. So there was a missing 15-minute prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. Whatever.
Is that an actual definition? That's the actual definition of a splashback.
I guess. I don't fucking know.
Urban Dictionary.
You don't fucking know. Don't Urban Dictionary. Or you know what? Fuck it.
I'll Urban Dictionary. Fuck it. Toilet splashback.
So
Oh my god, we're wasting time.
So
for
there was a
this type of
meeting
thing?
15 minutes prior to finish.
Thank you.
I hardly see that.
I hardly see that as a prop.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all, Larry.
Yep. Actually, I was right. That is what a splashback is. I was right.
Great.
Or didn't read that.
Oh, it was one word, really. Lord?
Or
Wait, he didn't randomly. Discord isn't being a bitch to him again, is it?
The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. I'll just...
oh great emo Edgeworth is back.
No, Motion Edgeworth is back. Why?
Yeah, same thing.
Why then? Did you not report the accident?
Yes, you witness.
Thank
Why didn't you?
Thank
Were
you.
you there simply to watch the bridge burn?
And therein lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burned out, he was still there. Staring into space,
Yeah,
this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty.
What it sounded like?
You are not giving her fucking Richtofen's voice.
I'm not trying to.
That's what it sounds like.
Why didn't you finish the fucking thing there? That's the case.
Sorry, Discord problems.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, but this is Larry we are talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction.
And also, Scooter, she's German.
I know she's fucking German. We're not giving her German voice.
Sure.
Edgy.
Oh god dang it! Hey, Edgy, you
It's
want some
got,
Happy
that's,
Right
it,
music?
in this game, Von Kummer's German, but in the anime, she's American.
Yeah,
Oh.
just as I
Hey,
thought.
Edgy.
You've been playing with us all this time.
Hey, Edgy, you want
Listen.
some copyrighted music?
Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes!
Yes.
Oh boy.
I may really say it this time.
Thank you.
Then say it, you stupid bitches. Stop wasting everyone's time.
Oh
God.
well, I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Now for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness?
Your Honor, if he doesn't tell the truth, I'm whipping him until he dies.
Granted permission. All right.
Oh, music.
Yeah. I'm a tuning. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching
Waste of time.
in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly on the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out, and then he came running up.
Okay.
I suppose artists can be strange folk.
That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
And I'm willing to sacrifice
Including the
everything
truth
to
from the sound of it. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains.
Why?
And what would that be?
Why?
This is surprisingly unbelievable story. Believable story.
Unbelievable.
Source.
It's believable and unbelievable.
So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him.
You'll regret this, Edgy. It's probably a stupid.
Well, I hope you're gonna
It's probably a
you're
stupid
gonna regret
reason.
this first, buddy.
It's probably a stupid
Oh,
reason.
boy.
You know,
This is fine.
doing sketching in front of the bridge. I whip.
Sketching. Press that. Sketching the burning bridge?
The burning bridge and everything that came with it. What do you mean everything that came with it?
What came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. The sketch of mine is ow.
Enough! Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness.
It's a little picture of Phoenix
What are you
falling.
talking about? I don't know what you mean.
That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This copyrighted music.
I've got a terrible bad feeling that this sketch is revealed. The entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. Just look at it.
Look at the
Let's
sketch.
look at it.
Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please.
I mean, his sketch can't be that bad, right?
Well, even I couldn't have imagined it turned out like this.
Imagine what?
That Laurice Dunan's debut would take place here, today, like this. Ouch!
Show it now! God!
Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world of Laurice Dunim.
Turn the music back on.
I can't even.
Scooter.
I mean,
Scooter.
I'll say that I'll say the top part is pretty impressive. Besides that, this is awful.
What in the fuck?
Hold on. It's... It was drawn with crayons.
It was.
Crayons.
You're right.
This...
Mr. Flames on the bottom.
I don't want to partake in this case anymore. Can I just leave?
No.
Can I go?
No.
We have to suffer from turnabout recipe for turnabout. You're suffering here right now.
No, what makes it worse is I can't draw worse shit, and it's basically the person I can't draw.
This is Dusky Bridge,
and I'm an
correct?
artist. Right here, buddy.
Quite a large prison, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma?
Yes, well... My god, it's a better drawing than I expected.
Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
Oh my god, what a bitch.
This is going to get ugly.
Pissed he is.
You know, I'm hoping one of them would.
No one
use
has the
head
courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry,
What?
the burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate looking
Spotted that. I thought you might.
However, much I might want to ignore it, I can't.
It's Iris, of course. Iris. I wish to take better care of herself. We have to plan for our future. Oh. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself like flying like that?
You're an idiot.
Larry, please answer this next question honestly.
Please. Okay.
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Oh, I guess it does look like
Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist.
Art.
You're
Hi? The girl, she's really high up on this picture.
Are you high?
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
I love it when they do like those cutaways where everyone just says like a word.
What? What was that for?
This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
I don't know. Can you tell us?
There is some precedent for this.
She was flying pretty high, the sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge at least. It was really something to see.
This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down from Earth. What, me? The witness is your friend, is he not?
No.
Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth.
Let us get back to the cross-examination, by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron.
Well, what do you think of my debut piece?
Get that thing away from me!
Horrible sketch of what he saw the night of
This is,
It's weird that the
hurry
bridge is
up
the
and
worst.
cross-examine him!
I'm a tuning. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching. In front of the bridge. I whipped up in a frenzy of art.
Nope. You're going.
I saw... Okay. Her white hood fluttering?
White.
Bull.
She wasn't wearing her white hood.
She was not. Present this.
Yes. Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 if that's the
Better give me the
doll.
easiest dollar in my life.
All right, better give me that dollar. Then.
The case. Then there's one thing that we can say for certain. What might that be? That the person who flew over that bridge could not have been the defendant.
What? What do you mean? I don't understand. Ugh.
A foolhardily foolish statement by an equally foolish, foolhardy fool.
I took off my headset so I couldn't hear that.
Don't worry, you
Oh,
will
Nixon, it is not that fucking bad. You overreacted.
How
It's
exactly
annoying.
can you make this claim?
What, really?
Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw wearing a hood, correct?
Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. If that makes any sense. Ugh!
It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense bench. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
No, Larry, there is something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight.
I can
What are you
fly.
talking
Even
about?
Even without wings, I can still fly, right?
I think you understand what I mean just fine.
Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood?
What?
AG, what's going on with the... Mike, why? Why you, Nick, you dog?
Good.
I do
I can't tell if
believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded straight into the garbage.
That's me, dude.
I know.
Ah!
What is it now, witness?
Feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come.
Wow.
Edgy,
Exactly 25
today
years.
is the day I get completely stupefy you.
What?
Oh boy.
With this copyrighted
Copyrighted.
music!
What is the meaning of your outburst, witness?
I hate to have to do this for you, but I have some definitive evidence.
Definitive?
Evidence?
Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Maurice Doonim, shall prove it.
Yeah, great.
Oh, goody.
I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again.
Your Honor, can we just throw him out?
I would like to.
Nick?
You're an idiot.
No, we're about to start the testimony. That's why.
Let's show us your evidence why this nightmare was actually a reality.
Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain.
You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me.
When I reached Jisky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led to me finding this beautiful crystal sphere half buried in snow.
With blood on it.
That's the amethyst. The amethyst from this.
Yep.
I'm sure that Iris is simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere last night.
A crystal spear?
This one, pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers.
There's cranberry sauce on it. That's fair. Where did you find it?
Let me see, around here somewhere. Looks about right.
And it was half buried in the snow?
It had pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there was some falling as I walked to the bridge.
The court accepts this crystal spear.
That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward. No, you're never getting it back.
No, you won't.
There's something on it. Oh my, it's cranberry sauce. What? Cranberry sauce?
It's blood. It's fucking blood.
You liar.
Found half cup. Oh, okay.
Ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. No, in about
Okay, that's okay.
30 seconds, we'll be calling you Stupid Larry.
Okay, if that's the case,
Yeah.
you're calling me Master Edgeworth. If you,
I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore.
Didn't you want to be called Larry Stoneham only a few minutes ago? Just
Okay.
go to the third statement and present the staff.
After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night.
Okay,
No,
that
that's
works out
it.
better. Just present the staff.
Okay, I'm on.
Larry, that night there was someone who lost a crystal spear.
There was? Who? Who was the stupid idiot?
Miss Elise Dona, the mentor to a stupid idiot.
The victim?
I have a photo of her here,
Oh, she's so
and on
beautiful.
the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal spear.
Hey. That's my photograph! Give it back! Ouch!
Thank you.
A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch.
That's
Where
not
at?
a crystal sphere. That's something else.
In any case, please take a look at this.
Woman.
This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime. Ah, the crystal spear! It's gone!
What? What? What?
Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge at that night, it certainly was not Iris, after all. She was not wearing her hood, more importantly. The crystal spear was found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the spear was the victim, Miss Elise Stoneham.
How would that fucking work?
A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion.
I turned down my audio.
Oh my
For
god.
goodness sake, Nick.
For God's sake, it's not bad. Like, come on.
Yeah, dude.
First of all, Nickon is such a foolish, hardly fool. Second of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected.
You can't do that! I saw it with my own eyes!
And this crystal sphere is going to be shut up your ass if you don't shut the hell up. This is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Dunham was it Dunham?
Doing it.
Dunham. Okay, I've been saying Dunham by accident.
Don't.
Elise Dunham was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all. God.
Miss Franziska von Karma. The only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
What are you pointing at me?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The victim's crystal spear was found near the bridge on the night of the murder. Yet, you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case?
That crystal sphere. It was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
After the murder?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? Like, this naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. So, honestly, the killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. Like, totally, which is the exact same reason that he drew this ridiculous sketch.
What? You mean I'm the killer?
I wish.
All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe that this is related to the case.
She makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elise Donham left Hazakura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal spear can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to transform into something else entirely. A copyrighted song.
Music.
Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal spear. Oh, shit. If this is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
Yes.
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal spear was dropped before the murder took place? Yes, I can.
We have to.
Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's the way
Finally
Phoenix
come back.
Wright would do this.
Can I come? Can I take over now, Edgeworth?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, come on!
Oh, come on! I like how me and Nick said the same thing.
Yes.
I will prove that this crystal spear is a vital link to solving this case. You will do what?
That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he was cornered. It's hot.
That should come as no surprise, because right now I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered. I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
I hope believe the music is back.
Evidence that proves that the crystal spear was indeed dropped before the murder.
How the I don't even know how to answer this one.
Wait, we're seeing from Wright.
If it was
some
half buried in
things,
snow and the staff was
those hearts?
removed
What,
there.
what utter nonsense!
Can you shut up
I'm sorry.
for a minute?
I'm sorry.
So, if Elise died right there, and and that staff was recovered near her body, and it was half buried in the snow, wouldn't it make sense to present the crime photo? No, the crime photo. There you go.
But the staff is nowhere near this entire thing.
Wait, there's footprints.
I mean, you could analyze it.
How?
How are we gonna analyze the footprints in a picture?
I'm not talking about the footprints. I'm talking about the picture.
This ain't rise from the ashes, all right?
What?
It was half
I don't
buried
think
in
it's-
the snow.
All right, let's check
Could
on
it
our
have been
evidence.
possible
just in
to
case.
still snowing at the time?
What time did you found this? Found half covered in snow near Dusky Bridge. Has on.
It had to have been before 10:50 when the snow stopped, because it could have been still snowing when it was found.
Yes.
So the murder occurred at. Look at the weather report. Okay, so lightning struck. Okay, never mind. That's not what I'm looking for.
Wait a
Snow
minute,
started to approximately 10:15, and lightning struck the bridge at 10:45.
It's good you're about to
So
say something.
Was good. Well, not after I realized what the picture was, so I withdraw my statement. I was gonna say
So-
take a look at I was gonna say take a look at the picture where she was stabbed, but that wasn't near the bridge.
So if the thing, it could have still been like half buried because Phoenix didn't arrive until 11, or at least until after 11:15.
Did we even see it when we were looking through Phoenix's perspective?
No,
It was
No.
it was
Larry
there.
probably
I
saw
think
it. Larry probably saw it.
Oh,
So
you're talking
I'd
about the
say in
sphere,
this
huh?
case, present the orb. Yeah.
Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. Found
It was
half.
before the murder, so it could have been snowing before then.
But wait! You can't say before the murder because there's blood on it.
Half buried. Half covered in snow near Dusky Bridge. It was still snowing then.
So why does it have blood on it? If it was found before the murder, why is there blood on it?
It could have been. It probably could have happened after the murder, but the times are wrong.
So that can only
But it's
then then that can only mean that God, where's my wording?
that the murder was in a different place this entire time.
Yes, thank you for saying that.
Because think about it. If that was covered in blood and recovered near the bridge, then it had to have been a different crime scene altogether. And if Iris was in her room, that gives her an alibi in that case.
Yes.
So present the spear. This crystal spear was half buried in the
Music.
snow, correct?
That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it.
That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Yep. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal spear was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly.
Snowing?
On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Oh! Therefore, The crystal spear must have been dropped before the murder.
Must not.
Must not have been dropped.
What?
Order!
Listen to you in this courtroom.
On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal spear to come loose. What could that have been?
She was struck by lightning as she was crossing the bridge.
This spear, there is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge.
The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard? Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Tell me how you're doing in this trial right now.
Just who is the fool? And which part is so foolish, Miss Karma?
You're about to get whipped, edgy boy. Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
No. That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing,
No,
damn
it is not! That is a very clear difference.
No, it isn't. You said it yourself.
We don't have to read this.
Very little but extra lies at the moment of the blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood floss from the
One
body.
person read at a time, holy fuck!
God. That would be when the blade is removed.
If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could have very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding.
You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Let me just pound this desk and be curious. At least Dono's body was found at Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest that someone carried the body all the way there? You're foolish.
Did we forget that we have a snowmobile?
Yeah, there's a snowmobile over there.
Yeah. I've made it this far. The only place to take this...
Oh, you cut out there.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I just need to prove that my version of the events is also perfectly plausible. Actually, my Discord froze for a second. Now the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method in which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple, the goddamn snowmobile.
Yeah, we have
The tracks photo.
Back. The tracks photo. Back.
No,
Back, you idiot.
sorry. Then fuck off, would you?
Back. What are you doing?
On the snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been... Oh shit. The snowmobile.
Lord.
Yeah, I'm fine. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon. But it also could have been used to carry a body. Order! Ah!
This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
No. You're too late, Franziska von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim Elistona really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for. And finally, just what does this image mean?
Probably nothing. Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. Not like this worthless piece of trash.
Why is he still here, by the way?
Witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point.
Angie. Thank you!
That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner.
Excuse me?
There is one reason and one alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case and then pass it on to Wright.
Really? That's what all this was about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning.
Oh my god.
And I would have, yeah.
Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
A shame that your chance seemed to have slipped you by.
What a shit. Ow!
This is all your fault, you little bitch. Such a terrible witness. You are...
Ow, 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 ow!
Yes! I demand satisfaction.
Jesus Christ.
He's probably fucking dead. Yeah.
And he passed out. I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer to the questions it raises. Have his words here today been truth, or was it, or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am continuing on thorough investigations by... I am counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you, Wright. Court is now
One more
adjourned.
thing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yep.
thank God.
Oh, yeah,
Alrighty.
okay, before we end the recording.
I call dibs!
No, let me...
What are you even talking about?
What?
Hold the fuck up.
I-
Hold the fuck
I-
up. Back up a second.
Okay, as I was gonna say before Nickton did something dumb. Anyway, as I was gonna say, I don't know how. There's a piece of dialogue that I really like from Edgeworth. I'm not sure if you press it or you get an answer wrong with evidence, but it's like his one line is like, "Is there a kick me sign behind the defense bench?"
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm wrong.
No, that was probably the most hilarious thing I ever heard. Before we end the recording, I call dibs! Just out of nowhere.
I'm just wondering where that came from.
What are you even talking about?
Okay, but we're not going through this one.